There's a lot of unanswered questions. Where is Nick?
Dead. We could have, like, Skyped him in.
What's up, guys? Terran Sherwood here, and I am joined by my good friend, Cory Williams. Say hi to the audience, Cory.
Hello.
In case you haven't figured it out by Cory's regalia.
Baywatch.
Baywatch. Such a good film, that Baywatch. But no, we went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I really enjoyed it. Again, it'll always be hard to top that first one. That first one is just kind of a really, really well done and well made film that introduced us to a lot of characters. And then 2 and 3 kind of completed this overarching massive trilogy. And then 4 is good, but it was kind of Jack Sparrow the movie. The 4th one's kind of like Die Hard 2. It doesn't really connect to Die Hard 1 and 3.
Okay.
It's just kind of its own thing. This movie, kind of the same thing, a little bit. It still was kind of its own one-off, but still referenced back and connected back to the trilogy in ways. I think these movies are kind of like the newer Indiana Jones movies. Each one kind of creates its own mythologies and kind of introduces its own characters. Javier Bardem freaking rocked it, in my opinion, as his character, the villain in this one.
It was a believable villain too. It wasn't like why
kind
is
of
this
tragic
guy?
Actually.
Yeah,
kind of a tragic villain actually.
I will say for me, it was difficult to get into about the first half of the film, but I will say that as we got into the later half of the film, like, it finally started feeling like a true Pirates movie to me again. Like, it had that emotional connection. Like, you could start seeing, like, the investment the characters had in each other. And, like, I always kind of respond to that type of thing. So it was like, it finally, like, found its way back for me.
A lot of the first, like, chunk of that movie is, like, on land. It takes us a while to get in, like,
You're right.
ships in the ocean. And then you start, like, okay, this feels right. This feels better. We do get a lot of backstory to Jack Sparrow in this one.
We do.
Which was kind of interesting.
I think this was maybe the movie Disney decided, hey, let's start revealing some stuff, because you could tell that they were planting the seeds for another set of movies.
There is an after credit scene, so stick around. Stick around.
Overall, Cory, would you recommend people going and seeing this in theaters?
I would recommend it. I think it should be experienced in theaters, you know, because it's a very beautiful film. It's got great action, like all the action sequences. Like, Pirates are kind of known for those fun action sequences, and they do them really well. And I think it's a beautiful movie. And again, I love that, again, each movie kind of creates its own mythology with its own characters that are sustained within itself.
For me, I do have to recommend going and seeing this in theaters, despite not being a fan of what I've seen of the 4th movie, and despite not being completely sold on how the movie starts. By the end of the movie, I was very glad to have, seen it in theaters, seen it for, on the big screen and how it was supposed to be seen. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cory, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
No, absolutely. I felt really bad after we saw Alien Bodies.
Nick might be back. We don't know. We don't know if he's alive.
Nick, if you're out there, call us.
All right. Thanks so much, guys, and we will catch you later.
If nothing else, go see this movie and just give this movie your money, because A, Johnny Depp's apparently running out of money. And don't give The Rock your money. Don't go see Baywatch. I am a wrestling fan who is now tired of it. He's thinking of being president. If you give $8 to The Rock this weekend and not Johnny Depp, who's just going to take your money and go buy something weird, that's fine. But if you give The Rock your money, he's going to be our president. And I don't think he's equipped. So go see Pirates 5 and don't watch Baywatch.
Also, obligatory 1-800-GIVE-ME-PIZZA reference.
Da, 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 da.